Hey guys, so I want to go over this drill I've been doing a lot in Wing Chun. We're going to modify it for karate looking stuff, right? So first thing we're going to do, we're going to do this reinforced block thing that happens a lot in kata. We bring our knuckles together, shoot it out like this. But now imagine you have a partner in front of you here, or let's actually use this as our partner, and you're always going to have your fist kind of like on their chest, right? So they're going to push your hand off to the side, right? And you're going to immediately meet the chest again with your other fist. So essentially you're doing this over and over again. Looks very Wing Chun like, but if you just modify the punches a little bit, it's gonna feel a little more classically karate, right? So let's say we have our fist here, they push our fist off to the side, this one shoots up. They push the fist off to the side, this one shoots up. So it becomes this type of thing here. And then, so we want to think about indicators, or I guess triggers, to cause the reaction, right? For the sake of the drill. So if they push it off to the side, you replace it. If they push it down, you replace it. They push it up, you replace it. And this is usually around like the wrist or the fist level. So they're really just trying to get rid of this barrier that's pointed at their chest. Now, if they start pushing on, let's say the forearm area, pushing so that they have cross pressure here, you can flip this over the top and throw your shito-uke, right? So your shito-uke like this, imagine it more like instead of you're throwing this straight out like a big baseball bat swing, imagine someone's pushing against you here and you're kind of like rolling over the top and you're going like this. So it's kind of like you're rolling like that here, rolling over the top, right? So now, so that was your response for the forearm across. Now if they get to your forearm, they raise your arm up, you can throw, we go over the Naihanchi stuff, right? So you can, let's say your hand's here and they start pushing your hand up like this, kind of like forcing you into a rising block. Notice if they force you into that, it exposes this position here. So you have to like close off that gap immediately, boom, and throw your back knuckle like that. And look, we're actually right back to that reinforced block position. So they push this forearm up like you're doing a rising block, but you're not gonna let this space happen. Shoot it back down, like a round block here. Shoot it back down and throw your back knuckle, boom, back. Here, boom, back. Right, so what you're gonna see in the videos is kind of the Wing Chun version of this, but you can, of course, modify it to make it look, again, more classically karate. You're gonna start doing this stationary, right? And then you can start with your stances, 1 foot back, and then the other foot back. And then you can walk with it too. So I could walk with this foot forward and walk with this foot forward. You can walk backwards with it. And then you can work on your shuffle. So that shuffle step that we see in the pasais and the kusanku katas, that little shuffle step while you're keeping the same foot forward, that can be applied too, because then you're always just shuffling forward or shuffling forward like that. Alright, so this is actually the one-handed version of this. I didn't explain it in my video, but you can kind of get the point. I'm keeping my fist at his chest. He pushes at the wrist, I move it out to the side. He pushes at the forearm, I flip it over, do my shito-uke. He raises it up and I shoot it down and continue to strike. I did also do another thing where he pushes on the outside and I grab it and I go for the elbow break. So that's a number 4 technique. So there's a two-handed version, setting in place. The biggest thing for this stuff, guys, if you're training with a partner, just make it very obvious what the indicators are. That way you're helping each other out. Now this moves on to the walking version. So notice how I took a couple steps and now I'm doing the shuffle step too. So you guys can mix it up. Just have fun with it. It's a cool little mental game since you only have a few rules that you need to follow. So yeah, it's kind of like a call and a response game. So if there's too many rules or if it's too alive or too open, most people get confused. If it's too regimented, then it doesn't feel as real. So 3 is a good number. 5 might be too much, but 1 or 2 might not be enough. But again, it really depends on your progress and what level you're at. So just try it out. Enjoy.